Hey everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Part Goer! Yay! I'm Sabina Graves.
I'm Jonathan Graves.
And we just got back from the holidays at Universal Studios Hollywood.
We did. Hello, we are here at Universal Studios, walking through downtown Universal Studios, going to Universal Studios, the park. They've got a Mickey Mouse balloon, but we're at Universal. That makes no sense. It's snowing inside. Did you see the Grinch? Nope. Hello, kitty.
Beetlejuice!
My name is Poppy. She is a queen. My name is Poppy.
And there's a troll.
My name is Poppy.
But like a good troll, not an internet troll. There's another one. It's Shrek.
With a Christmas sweater!
With a Christmas sweater.
I do like Fiona's cape though, that looks real cozy.
It's never over. Not even during Christmas.
It was crazy.
It was packed.
It was so packed. I thought that 4 hours would be enough for us to do everything, at least every holiday thing and do theme park rides, but we did not gauge just how
Crowded it would be.
yes. I feel like we were just hearing this song.
Oh yeah, we were just listening to this in the car. Look at that tree. Whoa. What are in these presents? Did they just wrap boxes? I bet they just wrap boxes. Hula Day events. The Whoville Post Office.
Jonathan!
Are you sure? A little bit? This much? This much? That much? This much? That much?
Baby Grinches. The babies. There's a police officer that's decked out in Who makeup. How many hours of makeup did he have to do? Whoa. We did the Grinchmas, we did the tree lighting.
Well, now that's what this is about. Halfway through.
There's a Who snowman. It looks like the Grinch.
Something smells delicious.
The rock stars of Grinchmas, the Hula Day singers.
He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast.
Pretty. We saw Max from afar, and we saw Grinch from afar. Meet Max here. He's over there. There he is. Aww.
Because I, the Grinch, stop Christmas from coming! We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy
That was adorable. He hates us though.
Did Harry Potter, and we saw the castle light up and shoot fireworks.
And snow.
And snow.
Although I call it snome because honestly it's foam. It's foam bubbles.
We tried this gingerbread
Hot chocolate.
hot chocolate.
I kind of want to try it. Just got back to liking hot chocolate. Originally we get hot butterbeers, but then we saw the gingerbread hot chocolate, and I've never seen that as a flavor to be theme one, so I had to get it, and it gives a really big marshmallow. I'm very excited. What? It tastes like champurrado. It tastes like this, like seasonal, like Latino or Latinx drink. But minus the flour. So it's like hot chocolate, the flavor of champurrado. And I guess gingerbread. So I like it. Wanna try it?
Very sweet.
I got us a water bottle though because I was like, this is gonna be too much for even two people to handle.
Which was very rich.
Yeah. And as you could see from my reaction, I was so confused because the flavor did remind me of champurrado. I was like, how is this not this? How is it gingerbread? But I think it was tasty. I think it was just a little too sweet. And that just tends to be the case for the most part with a lot of like beverages at Universal Studios. They're just like super sugary and full of like that flavor that it is promoting, whether it's peppermint or butterbeer. We definitely shared it. And we also bought a water bottle because it just made us really thirsty. What are you doing?
I don't know. I thought I was slouching too much.
Yeah, I was slouching too. Having been to Universal Studios Orlando a lot more often in the past few years has helped me realize how little real estate we really have here in Hollywood for big sort of celebrations. Whether it's the nighttime lights on Hogwarts Castle or the tree lighting ceremony during the Who-bilation, it now makes sense as to why there's all these continuous waves of like people that they like cram people all at once and then they like shift you off. And I think it was our first time experiencing the line to get into the Wizarding World because we went straight from the first tree lighting ceremony to Wizarding World, and I thought that the line that was going outside of it was just to go into the queue for the nighttime lights, but it actually ended up being that it was a queue to just get into the land itself.
And I was stopped. We were separated.
We were.
Because there was a line guard and they were like, stop. I was messing with the camera and Sabina walked ahead and then they were like, stop here. And I was like, I'm with her. She's my wife. And she looked over and didn't see Sabina anymore. And she thought I was lying. And she's like, no, you can't go ahead. And I was like, okay. And then I texted Sabina, I'm stopped in line because they don't believe I have a wife.
I don't exist. We saw so many random things while we were there. And although we didn't get close to the Grinch, he actually got close to us because at one point a family was taking, I think, a little too long to get...
A child was taking too long.
Just to get together with him in his photo op section. He like came up to the line and was posing for pictures and told the people, now you have your picture, you can get out of line. It was
great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It was so good.
He really channeled Jim Carrey.
Yeah, like it's so crazy how a lot of the actors like have the same, face.
The actor that played Mayor Mayhew looked like Jeffrey Tambor in the eyes and the face structure. I mean, like they really did a good job in casting, and that was added to with the prosthetics and like the nose.
But I feel like the prosthetics were probably built on like a casting of the actors' faces.
It's possible.
So that totally, just because they look like the characters. And it was awesome.
From the live action movie, not the animated. or the other animated.
You know, I was really worried that this year they were going to change Grinchmas because of the big illumination presence at the parks now. I thought that maybe this year's Grinchmas would be turned into the animated movie version. Maybe having, like, instead of a man in a suit as the Grinch from the Jim Carrey movie, it would have been like just a general costume of the new Illumination Grinch. And I'm really relieved that they didn't do that, because the improv and the performances that we get from these shows every year are always such a blast. And
what? I was listening.
And they're filled with like a lot of joy and stuff, because otherwise I just feel like a weird photo op. And having like a live dog to be Max, and a live actor to do their interpretation of Jim Carrey as the Grinch, and the interaction that is involved with is what makes Grinchmas so special and so much fun to go back to every year.
Yeah, it was very entertaining when he got on stage for the tree lighting ceremony.
What do we have here? You've got me, officer! There! Right. You've got me, sheriff! I stole all your Christmas, you have me, it's true!
What did you think about the Wizarding World Christmas stuff?
I think it was nice. I've seen it before. We went last year, and we saw the lights and everything.
What about the addition of the snow?
That was an addition?
Yeah.
I think it was, Snowm is always interesting because it's not real. I wish there was like fans that like blew cold air on people so that way it felt like it was snowing more so. Or if there was like an AC that was activated outside. Or ice, if there were like ice sculptures. Ice sculptures, that's what I want. I want snow and ice sculptures.
That's
everywhere
like
there's snow.
Really dangerous.
Why?
You could slip onto like a big statue of ice.
Okay, snow ice sculptures, AC to keep the snow and ice frozen. Let's just move all of this to Milwaukee, and then we'll get real snow, and we won't have to worry about it.
Have you been to Milwaukee?
No, but I know it snows there.
I'm really bummed out we didn't get to do the studio tour. I really wanted to do that.
Me too.
Was
the Grinch a part of that? Can the Grinch be the tour guide of the tour?
That's something they should do, but they actually usually have a musical number during the studio tour during Grinchmas. So when we go up into the Whoville area set, I'm not sure if they had this last year, but the last time we did Grinchmas, or I did Grinchmas with like my mom or my friend, we went through the Who area, and the Who's came out and performed a Christmas musical number with the Grinch, and the Grinch interacted with the tram.
That's awesome.
And then we continued on like through the studio tour.
So the tour had the who's who of who's.
Happy holidays, happy holidays.
Don't be like us, because we missed out and we have no idea if the Who's do anything while you're on the studio tour anymore.
They may not even be there anymore.
They may not be there anymore. We don't know. Make sure you're inside Wizarding World before 4 p.m. because that is usually when the queue starts up to get in there for the nighttime lights, I think. But if you're already in the land, you can go and like start queuing up.
Yes.
And have
also do the DreamWorks Theater. It's fun.
Oh my gosh, the DreamWorks Theater.
We didn't do that, but we know because we did it another time. Listen, we went to Universal. We didn't do anything, but it was a lot of fun. And you should do everything we didn't do. Signing off.